folks, I'm Gary Mason with Legends of the Outdoors. I'm here with my co-host, Abby Jo. Abby Jo, we got something really special going on tomorrow.
Yes, we do. We have 8 awesome members going into the Hall of Fame. We're excited. We know they're excited.
You know, this is our second year of being at the Bass Pro Shops and the Wonders of Wildlife Museum here at the John A. and Jenny Morris Convention Center. And folks, tomorrow, what's about to happen right here in this building, in this room, is going to be the 20th induction anniversary of the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. We've got some wonderful people going in, Abby.
We do. I'm so excited. I know they're really excited too.
Stick around. You're going to see it right here on Legends of the Outdoors TV.
5 a.m. can't come soon enough for folks like these. There's more than just a job to do, so they hit their knees. They sure take pride in everything they do. There's no challenge that they won't work through. So they tirelessly keep going on. They work their fingers to the bone. Spend way too much time in the field and away from home. You can be sure they know what all this hard work is for. So now we honor you as legends, legends of the outdoors.
Cindy and I come up with this idea of having this Hall of Fame. I had 6 people in mind: Harold Knight, David Hale, Earl Bentz, Brenda Valentine, Mike McLemore, and Wade Bourne. We inducted 4 of those guys the first year and inducted 2 more of them the second year. Those folks were heroes of mine, and I've got to meet a lot more heroes since we started, and you guys are fixing to get to meet 8 of them right here on this stage. From his earliest memories in Tennessee river bottoms in West Tennessee, Bill's life revolved around hunting and fishing. By his teens, he'd hunted ducks in all 4 flyways, fished from East Tennessee to the Pacific. As an adult, he's hunted from Prairie, Canada to the Gulf of Mexico and the Chesapeake to California Delta. From duck calling to selling duck calls and communicating with sportsmen all over the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend and my waterfowl hunting buddy, Bill Cooksey.
Hi, I'm Bill Cooksey and I'm from Jackson, Tennessee. I've been a guide, I've been a writer, I've been an editor of outdoor magazines, I was marketing director of Avery Outdoors, and now work for the National Wildlife Federation and work with sportsmen on conservation issues. You know, my father was in the outdoor industry, so I grew up in the industry and I've been in it now for about 30 years. You know, I've struggled with why I got the call to receive this award, because you look at the body of what you've done and you've done what you've done. You get up every day, you go to work. Always you hope you made a difference. You hope you help people, you help wildlife. In my case, the conservation issues, and I assume that's what they saw.
I can't tell you how humbled and honored I've been ever since Gary told me I was going to be inducted. Most sports Hall of Fame, you have to be retired for several years before they even start to consider you. So it's really special to get this award with what I hope is a big chunk of my career still in front of me. And that fact makes it incumbent on me to make the most of those years because of the faith entrusted in me in this award. I owe being on this stage to faith, family, friends, and my heroes, and I thank you all.
I met this gentleman quite by happenstance. A guy that worked for him called me and wanted to come up and us do a crappie fishing show together. Later on, I started the bass fishing team at Bethel, and Wade was one of the most predominant people in my fishing and coaching career. He's known as the grandfather of college bass fishing, and I can't say enough about what this man does. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Wade Middleton.
You know, I had no idea when we first did these college tournaments years ago what was going to happen. What kind of kids were going to show up? What were they going to do? Are they going to the bar? Are they going fishing? And they showed up and they wanted to fish. It's beyond humbling. I'm not really, I don't deserve in my mind. I imagine everybody that's set up here doesn't think that they deserve to be here, but our peers, for whatever reason, think that we've opened doors and created things. But at the end of the day, you know, it's that opportunity to pass it on. That's something that everybody has been talking about here, how we can keep passing these on, and I believe that's really, really important.
Hi, I'm Boyd Duckett from Gunnersville, Alabama. So my journey to the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame it's been a long journey, but I guess, you know, the time I spent as a professional angler and the opportunities that I've had to work within the space, the creation and, you know, ever creating Major League Fishing and trying to push that forward. I started tournament fishing in 1977, so it goes way back to when I was 17 years old. Worked within this industry and out of this industry, was able to reach a point of economic success that gave me the opportunity or the choice to be able to work full-time in this space, both as a professional angler and, you know, developer, owner, president of Duckett Fishing.
But it is important that we share what we love to people coming in front of us with the kids and other people in the world. They need to know what we do and why we do it and why it's important. To me today, that, you know, for this group collectively, you know, it's us that need to carry the flag and go put it out there and tell the world that we do this. I've spent a lifetime building companies in various industries, doing a lot of things, and the biggest thing that did for me, it taught me that success is a team form of success that I learned through those business operations. It also provided me enough economic success to get a chance to chase my dream. I started tournament fishing in 1977, but that enabled me the opportunity to chase a tournament career. I went out and for 7 or 8 years, being able to make bass fishing become the #1 was just a great opportunity for me in time. Winning 5 tour level events, a Bassmaster Classic. But that's been what it's all about. It's how can we take our sport that we love so much, you know, put it out there, share it with the world, get more, you know, constituents of our sport.
You know, being recognized, you know, by the Hall of Fame, you know, is very humbling. You know, you go through life and you work and you chase your passion, but, you know, it certainly means a lot. It touches you emotionally, you know, just to know that some of your friends and peers, you know, at least take the time to recognize the effort.
Thank you very much.
I had the pleasure of judging the Winchester World Open. Somebody stepped on the stage and blew the clearest notes, the best routine, and sounded more like he had a goose in his pocket than anybody I'd ever heard. That was this young man right here. Please welcome Mr. Kelly Powers.
I'm Kelly Powers. I'm from Union City, Tennessee. We're right beside Reelfoot Lake and the Mississippi River. Back when I was a kid, you know, from Northwest Tennessee, coming from a farm family, waterfowl hunting was a way of life. We farmed during the spring and summer months and fall and the harvest. When wintertime got here, we duck hunted. And you duck and goose hunted every single day of season. And from an early age, I was fascinated with game calls, with duck and goose calls, how they were assembled, how they were made up, the physics behind them, of taking a little piece of reed, of plastic, of mylar material, putting that together with a tone board, a wedge block, and sandwich that all in together to be able to duplicate sounds that ducks and geese make. I was fascinated with that. So I would literally destroy calls when I was a kid, take them apart, try to put them back together, and replicate the sounds that ducks and geese are making. That launched into when I was in high school, into calling contest. I always thought, when I was a senior in high school, I thought if I could ever win one big contest, you know, that would catapult a career where I want to be able to work in the outdoor industry. Caught in my first contest in 1998. I won the World Goose in 1999, and that started a calling career.
You know, I was a kid, a little red goose call, and I wanted to be here one day. It took me coming toward the bottom and finishing at the bottom of the world to going into 1999 to winning the world championship. And I learned right quick then, just because something may go wrong in life, just because the road may turn left and you thought it was going to turn right, it's an opportunity, not a disappointment. And that was one thing that changed my lifestyle from my mentors that helped mentor me, to where I learned right quick, some of life's biggest accomplishments come after some of life's biggest disappointments. And right then, when I had a disappointment, I looked, where's the opportunity, God? What can I do next?
My, I guess, legacy is specifically with this award here is to make the hunting industry better than what it was when I found it and arrived in it, because there were mentors that were there for me, and I want to be that mentor for potential kids coming up. So this award is honestly their award. You know, they were there, they helped pave the way for this industry. It helped mold who I am, and goodness, I hope maybe I'm that way for a kid in the future.
So it is my goal and my mission to make the hunting industry better tomorrow than what it was yesterday. And I humbly accept this award and thank y'all again, and God bless.
I'm Tom Nelson. I'm from Grand Ledge, Michigan, and I've worked within the archery industry in different capacities since I was 16 years old. I'm the current host of the American Archer TV show, which is in its 26th season on the Outdoor Channel. I've always been very passionate about the sport of archery. Archery and bow hunting truly is my life. And a big part of it, especially as a passionate bow hunter and archer, is I believe in giving back to the sport that's been so good to me. I was a bit shocked when I got a phone call that I'd been nominated and then elected into the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. So it was very humbling and very, quite an honor.
Tom Nelson, man, I've watched your show so much. You've brought America all types of adventures. I can't say enough about how much I've enjoyed that, and I know everybody in the room has. Y'all give a big warm welcome of applause to Tom Nelson, the American Archer.
I'm honored to be here, and it's a very humbling experience. To just be sitting here amongst so many of my peers and accomplished hunters and fishermen. I've been a passionate archer and bow hunter almost my entire adult life. I've been blessed to work within the archery industry. I strive to give back to the sport that I love so much. At the local level, I like to introduce anyone, young or old, to the sport of bow hunting. And I really enjoy educating anybody that's interested in the sport of kings. For the past 26 years, I've been host of the award-winning American Archer, all archery, all bow hunting TV show on the Outdoor Channel. And each week I try not only to entertain the thousands of viewers, but also educate. Again, this means a lot to me. So with that, I say thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Waddell. I'm from Hamilton, Georgia. It's an amazing honor to be inducted, but growing up hunting and fishing, hunting good Lord's renewable resource, that was enough for me. But to have a chance to have a career in it and be able to impact people and hopefully help them understand what hunting's all about, and just a campfire and just getting out there and different tips and tactics, and to get to this opportunity, man, it's really amazing. When I see the names and I think about if you want to talk about an outdoor legends, and any time you talk about a Hall of Fame, well, that means they're recognizing people that made an impact. And I think for me, to be recognized as to have made an impact on a culture, especially in a culture that I love dearly, to be on that list and to be right there with them, that's pretty darn flattering, honestly. Winning an award or being inducted, to me, it's just the beginning, man. I feel like I got a lot of my health, I got a lot of ambition, I got a lot of goals, and proving that here in America, in most anything that you're passionate about, you can not only make a living, but you can also impact. So I think that's my biggest goal, is to take this on to the next level and take it more mainstream. So I want to introduce the whole world how cool hunting is and change people's ideas. You can not only celebrate the culture for the people who love it, but you can introduce that to a lot of different people, and that's my biggest goal.
Some of the most followed people in the continent call him friends. This guy absolutely is one of the most well-known outdoorsmen at our time, and it brings me proud honor to get to introduce the bone collector, Mr. Michael Waddell.
This is amazing. It's humbling. I look out across this crowd and I think, hard not to get emotional, not just about getting honored here, but just the Americans that are here in this room and the people that influenced me. You know, I'd start by saying, man, thank the good Lord, because I don't know what he had in store. I don't know why he put favor on a lot of us, but he did. But the biggest thing that stood out when I talk about these heroes of mine was how they treated me. You know, you come here and there's all these youngins running around. They treated, this is what gets me choked up. They treated me like I was their boy, like I was their kid. What I loved about this industry, everybody that I looked up to, whether it was Chuck Adams or these turkey callers or hunters I'm telling you about, but when you met them, they were so humble and they never made you feel like you couldn't do it. I could go on forever, but I'm honored to be in this, and but the biggest thing I did in success is letting y'all help raise me, and y'all giving me this opportunity, and I promise you I won't take it for granted. I promise I won't do everything that probably you approve of, but I promise you I'll fight to the end to protect this culture anywhere I go, because I know it's made up of the best people. Thank y'all.
Next gentleman I'm about to introduce, I can't tell you how many hours that I've spent in this guy's duck blind or his fishing boat. I've enjoyed each and every one of them. This man is solid as a rock. He's got a laugh that you'll never forget. One of the finest duck callers I've ever stood in the blind with, and his favorite fish is also my favorite fish, and that's a big bluegill. And get to spend time fishing with Billy Blakely. For those of you in this room that's done it, you know what I'm about to say. It don't get no better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Blakely.
Hi, I'm Billy Blakely from Reelfoot Lake, northwest corner of Tennessee. It just amazes me just to be here. I get up every single day, I go hunting, I go fishing, one of the two, and it don't get no better than that. Now, when a man looks forward to getting out of his job, picking the alarm clock up every morning at 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning, he's doing something right if he can do it as long as I have. Now, one of my most favorite things is taking kids fishing. I love taking kids or families fishing. It's when that little old fork goes down and they set the hook. That fish may be that big, he may be that big, but either way, they enjoy it just as much, and that makes you feel good inside.
Glad to be here, see everybody. And like I say, it's a lot of faces in this room that spent time with me in that boat. But I am more than thankful for receiving this award. It's a high honor, especially for somebody like me that just wakes up every day and go do what he loves. I get up every day, go fishing, hunting, and I appreciate every minute of it.
Next gentleman, gosh, I can't tell you how many times we've shared a boat together, and the stories that he's written about me and about a lot of others sitting in this room, the radio shows that he's had us all on, and his promotions of outdoor conservation, wildlife, and hunting and fishing. People call the fastest 90 minutes in radio. Please give a warm welcome to my friend, Larry Ray.
You'll bear with me, only through the grace of God am I here today. In February this year, I started my cancer journey at almost 79 years of age. As you can tell, my hair is coming back, and so am I.
Hi, I'm Larry Ray, and I'm from Germantown, Tennessee. I've been host of an outdoor radio show for 21 years in the Memphis area. I have the face for radio and the voice for radio, and it goes really well, but a lot of the people that have been inducted have been on my radio show all these many years, but this past year has been a real a boost when Gary called me and told me on the radio that I was going into the Hall of Fame. For the first time in my life, except when I was married, I was speechless and didn't know exactly how to reply to that. But and he came right in the middle of my cancer journey, And so it's been a real boost to look forward to come to Springfield and to be a part of the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame.
That I'm so proud to be a part of such an amazing group. That Gary contacted me, and I will tell you in just a minute that he told me I was going into the Hall of Fame on one of my radio shows. For the first time since we started the show more than 20 years ago, I was speechless.
To get this award to me is humbling because it shows that anyone who wants to do something and has been told they can't do it, you can do it. Because I come from a background that doesn't ever think that I would be in the Outdoor Hall of Fame. But I had people that came before me, so this is probably the most humbling experience that I've ever had. If you're a young person out there and you want to be in the outdoor industry, now's the time. Do it.
But followed his dream of becoming the host of his own radio show in August 2001. Surely Gary didn't mean that, Larry Ray, but he did. And for that, I am humbly grateful.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this super special episode for the 2022 Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame induction. We had some great people go in this year. We had an awesome time. Catch us next week on Legends of the Outdoors TV.
I'm in the field and away from home. But you can be sure we know what all your hard work is for. So now we honor you as legends of the outdoors.